Hello? Welcome to the Onward Master League. My name is NightFiree. Give me a, yikes. Blaze are gonna go logo-less, I think, today. No, it's not SMC Tactical either. Jesus, I don't even have the right teams. Guys, give me a second. We're not. I can't get anything right. Blaze is over here because they're home, and they are playing Legionnaires because they're away. And that is how the cookie crumbles. Let's see if Blaze's logo is massive over here too. Yes, it sure is. You know, you ever heard the song "You're Welcome" from Moana? You're welcome. Yeah, we can't sing it or else we'll get copyright infringed, but that is what I'd like to. I want to play that song right now. Silence power went out, and Steven left. So you... I'm kidding. Steven... I kicked Steven out. So I'm here now. And I'm casting this Blaze Legionnaires game. This hot off the presses game, okay? But I don't have the password. So... have some trouble there. Okay. We're in. I infiltrated the system. I hacked into the matrix. We're gonna get the password info shortly. My production team, I got 16 people in the back. They are all on it. We should have everything to you shortly. Thank you for stopping by. Apologize for the improper titles at the start. But we're here now, you know? We're here now. So that's what matters. Again, let's like start fresh, okay? Let's pretend, okay, let's start fresh. Hold on. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Onward VR Master League. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. I will be your solo caster today. I have taken over for your family-friendly Spider-Man Silent Knight. He has lost power in his establishment. And so I have stepped in to cast the match. Your good friend Steven, he's gone off and pursued larger and better life goals. And is not casting today, so it's just me. On the docket, we have Blaze versus Legionnaires. It should be a hot match. On the Legionnaires side, we have Zarek, DMT, Mr. Meowgie, Plenus, Kitten Mittens, Mad Scientist, and NightFiree. Over on Blaze, we have Not Ready, No Man, AK-507 Bomber, Batman, Cryocell, Nekuman, and bird's eye view. Prefontaine soon to be an addition to that squad, I believe, or he's leaving. One of the two. If you can give me 1 second here, I'm gonna be hopping into this round. And let's refresh our memory on that old PW. Oh. Looks like that we're in. We're gonna be starting it off with a hot map. Hot game, hot map, hot squad. It is gonna be cargo. Legionnaires starting off on the offense, or on the defensive rather. Blaze going up on the defensive. Or wow. It is a Saturday night, everybody, and you're stopping into the Master League and hanging out with me, and I appreciate that. I'll tell you what. Take a look at the rankings. Blaze, like I said earlier, on a 3-game win streak. Legionnaires lost their first match to Globochem. That's a hard, hard start. Then beat Magnificent Bastards. This is their second game, and they're going on a bit of a tear, so to speak. They had SMC Tactical earlier today at 6. I wonder how that went. Because now we have... They're all here for... Oh my gosh. We can't escape this guy. Too old. He's back. He's returned. Looks like he's gonna be subbing in for Blaze. Oh my goodness. This is interesting. I think they did they run a sub their last game too? I can't remember. Or sorry, not even a sub, a reservist. Apparently I have the old logo. But we have a program that we use to do all of this, and that just means that your logo is not in there. Or that it's in the updated version that I haven't downloaded yet. If you want to see their new one, go to the Onward VR Master League. That wasn't even right. If you want to see their new logo, go to the VRMasterleague.com. Sorry. That's my Discord. If you want to go check out their new logo, head over to the VRMasterleague.com/onward. Man, I got a little something in the throat on that last voice change. Ah. Everybody's all about their logos. I get it. We are sitting on this screen for a while where your logos should be shown and they're not, and it's just the worst. I apologize, everybody. I'm a terrible caster. I should be kicked out. I can't do it. I could resize it, but then I'd mess up the whole app we used to size everything. It'd be a real pain. It looks like we are waiting for a fifth member of Blaze. I hope they're not trying to get a second reservist. No one's reporting the score, but I think SMC Tactical won against Legionnaires. So they're coming off a loss there into Blaze, who's 3-0, and they can't even get their fifth, which is interesting, because there is a time limit on all of this, where eventually you start to get punished for it. Yeah, we're just waiting on the fifth here. Finally, their fifth enters the arena. We have a full roster on both ends. For Blaze, Not Ready, Nako, Too Old to Game coming in from reservist Cryocell and Bird's Eye View. Over on Legionnaires, Mad Scientist, DMT, Zarek, Plenus, and Kitten Mittens. Like I said, we are going to be hopping into cargo. We are going to be having a pretty exposed, aggressive, capable first objective to start this what I anticipate to be a high-octane competitive game, competitive series. Too Old is nice and warmed up from a win with Ronin. He was doing very well on that squad. We'll see if he can mimic that sort of success against Legionnaires here. For Blaze, it will not be easy, I do not anticipate. If you are just tuning in, you've gotten here at the right time. This is the first map, the first round of this entire series. It is Blaze versus Legionnaires on Cargo. Here we go. Very early smoke, right on top of Not Ready. Some other shots coming out towards DMT. They don't land, they actually do. DMT goes down 2, picked up very quickly from Legionnaires. Blaze coming in super hot, picking up 3 right away. Plinus now the last one. Inside objective, Not Ready. Peeks picks up Plinus. A nade does come out. Doesn't land on a Not Ready. Kitten Mitten's going to have to crash up into the center. They're going to get a cap. Not Ready's behind the metal. Kitten gets picked out. Wow. Welcome to the game. Did you... Wow. Have we cast... I think we've cast Blaze before. I'm trying to remember if we've watched... I don't think I've caught one of their games. No, we haven't. I feel like I've cast the Not Ready before. Trying to wrangle a co-caster here so we don't have these awkward moments of silence. Okay. Hold. Can you drop one? Trying to see if I can finagle my co-caster here. Pop you over here while we deal with this. See if we can get him in. Thank you for dealing with our tech difficulties. These are always fun. Alright. I think I'm getting a co-caster. I think. Oh, the struggles. Go, Sleepy. It's offline, maybe we should just keep playing. Uh... Okay. I think we... Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Alright, cool. It'll be good. I'm gonna have a co-caster soon, everybody. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Little tech diffs. Trying to get my co-caster in, but he wasn't quite ready. So, we are here. I, for once, am the cause of a pause. I can't be perfect, you know? Let's see if Blaze can come in hot with their defense. Some early smokes coming out from Legionnaires. They're going to send some pre-fire out. Little lagadocious with these smokes here. Kind of see a reserved Legionnaires push. They're waiting to see if they can catch Neevko or anyone else trying to be aggressive. DMT's checking his angles. This is a ton of smokes flooding this map right now. Another one coming out. I think that's actually a flash. Oh, it's a frag, and it does land on a not ready. The smokes start to dissipate. Neevko peeks out, doesn't catch any. The suppressive shots are traded, though. He's going to drop back. Too old. Almost gets caught by another frag. Not ready did get res in the backside, and now it's a 4v5. One gets picked up on the back end from Legionnaires. Mad Scientist picking up one on the rotation. Cryocell kind of risky here. Doesn't get picked. Gonna come back around on this side. Has pulled a grenade. He's gonna toss the flash. And then peek. Mad Scientist catches him. Meanwhile, another gets traded in the middle. Mad Scientist caught out on the rotation. He's resable, though. And now it's a 2v3. Blaze picking off another. They are a force to reckon with. Not ready and too old. Rotating towards objective. Just double checking it. Neevko gonna get aggressive. Kitten Mittens is gonna have to watch out. He's tossing a nade out. It catches Neevko very nicely, shutting down that. Now, if he rotates back around, he can turn this into a 2v2. Picks up Mad Scientist. He has the availability there. Too old getting aggressive, though. He's feeling that. Oh, he actually gets a res. Kitten didn't secure that kill with the nade. And it is up to him on the east. Kitten shots out. Doesn't pick up Neevko. Neevko with a pistol crouching behind the barrels gets the kill, and Blaze are playing very strong right now. Very aggressive. Sleepy, I hear you enter. Are you prepared for a match?
Yes, I am. I'm just gonna hop into the lobby now. Sorry, folks, getting a little bit of a last-minute chance to jump in on this cast. Wasn't sure I was gonna get a chance to cast this week, so happy I get to hop on here with you, NightFiree, and keep this train a rolling.
Yeah, let's hop over to the scoreboard, update that for you accordingly. Are you not in the? You're not in yet, right? You need to get 9 out of 10 or something.
No, who's host? Not ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I need one of them to hop out so I can get in. Stand by.
Well, that's interesting. Why'd you leave me?
I jumped into their voice channel to.
Oh, I was already talking to him.
Oh. Alright, should be loading in now.
Good kid.
Okay, I'm
Perfect. We have our co-caster lined up and ready to rock. Your score up to date? Blaze up 2-0.
Yes. This is map 1, yeah?
Yes, this is the first map.
Alright. Hate to do this on stream, but can you hear my fan in the background?
Yeah, I can.
Is that okay? You can? Alright, I'll cut it.
Okay. I think we got everybody locked and loaded. Everybody's in. Waiting on Too Old to ready up. He's laying out some intricate plan.
Too Old just getting picked up by everybody to play today, huh?
Yeah, well, he's a reservist, so they're picking him up when they can. He's already loose. You might as well bring him into the Blaze match. I'm sure they... I don't know, it's interesting. They must have just reached out to the reservists, and Too Old was just there right after completing this match.
Yeah, whew, that's a long one. That's what that first match went about, an hour 15 or so.
So you wanted to start 5:30, went until about 2 hours. Hour 15, I wish. That would be like a record fast game these days.
Yeah.
Should be hopping in soon. Should be starting up. Everyone's ready to rock. Everyone's looking good. Blaze have been playing it real fast. It's been insane. They're just rolling over Legionnaires.
That's amazing, because Legionnaires been a pretty strong team, always right in towards the upper middle section of the rankings, and even somewhat towards the top towards the end of last season. And to see a newer team like Blaze, who, don't get me wrong, looking at their lineup and seeing their lineup, they're definitely going to be a force to reckon with, but was not something I would have been expecting from a season 1 or first season team here.
Yeah, Legionnaires did just get done playing against SMC Tactical, where I guess they put up a pretty good fight. SMC praising their gameplay, but I think they did lose. And they're taking a lot of matches this weekend. They have this one and another one tomorrow. So...
Yeah, I believe this one is actually a makeup match from last week. I think Blaze was supposed to be their opponent last week, but that got postponed to this week, so they're going to have a total of 3 games this week.
Here we go into our third round of the first map. I think Legionnaires are going to try and send one across. It is a risky operation.
And I got to tell you, from hearing the drop in from Blaze here, that drum mag swapping is becoming a real regular thing, because I heard quite a few calls, drum mag, and that's definitely a new implementation that's being well utilized here in the league this season.
Might have a little action over here. Not ready. He's going to be peeking out towards Mad Scientist pretty soon. Blaze have been moving very fast. If he keeps the pace up that they have been keeping, he should be pushing out this archway shortly. He prones.
Frag came out earlier in the center towards Bird's Eye and Nako.
Ooh, not ready.
But it was ineffective. No.
Does get picked up by Zarek.
Bird's Eye alerted to the presence of Plenus after those shots. A frag comes out from Naoko, and but no effect on target.
Some counter frags coming out, not landing. Bird's Eye has the shield. We'll be trying to get the eyesight for Naoko to take the shots.
Blaze having lost one team member, it is a 4v5 here in round number 3 on map 1. Cryocell slowly pushing his way up on the right side.
Bird's Eye popped a smoke and held onto it, and with the shield moved across, and he threw it out now towards Mad Scientist.
Cryocells now popped a pin on a grenade. Looks like a smoke grenade going out to cover his team's advance. He's now sitting in the middle of the map in the green container.
Ooh, no, some team fire going on here.
Kitten Mittens manages to pick up one on the east side. Actually, it looks like it may have been a trade. Yes, it was. He did trade with, I believe that was Too Old or Not Ready.
Yeah, man, Cryo's playing this aggressive. He's trying to push up and flank Plenus. If he can get behind here, he could cause all sorts of havoc while those other two push their way up. Neko, Bird's Eye frag comes out.
Oh, he does pick up Plenus, but unfortunately he is picked up by, I believe that was DMT. Bird's Eye has managed to get himself around the back side of the objective. But Legionnaires finish it off strong, taking out those last two. For a 2-1 now, so they're holding on tight.
Yeah, that was a nice move by Blaze, though. They managed to get in the backside, and if you can get back there, you're in positions to cap, and they were close, but Cryo going down here kind of stopped their push. If Cryo had gotten some picks, it would have been a different story.
Agreed.
A nice hold there from Legionnaires puts them on the board now, 2-1. Both teams ready up. Should be hopping into our third round. Curious to see if...
Yeah, let's see if... Go ahead.
See if Legionnaires play it slow and try and wait. See if Blaze are going to go with an aggressive defense.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking myself, I'm wondering if Legionnaires can manage to hold on to this momentum from that last round win and maybe turn it into a Marsoc win. Giving them the possibility to end this one on a defensive round, if my round count is correct.
I think it is. I think you're accurate there. They are going to send one across this main lane. No pre-fire does come. They managed to get 3 across the way. Birdseye is pushing up aggressively.
They just tagged one Legionnaire on the left-hand side. Another one goes down. Naoko picking that up. Eric and Birdseye are right on top of each other. Eric does manage to secure the kill. It is now 3v4 on this third round, and that happened really
Naoko's
fast.
behind the entire Legionnaires squad as well. He's managed to wiggle his way to the back here. He could pick up Zarek, rotate around, and get Kittens pretty quick if he does decide to push. Smoke's just causing havoc on my frames.
Yeah, I'm getting that a bit myself.
Oh, a little team kill coming out. Mad Scientist picking up one of his own.
The curse of the caster strikes again.
See if Naoko starts to move on this. He has this...
Kitten Mitten's still sitting watching the tunnel. I think he's expecting a defender to come out from there and try and get the flank, but little does he know Naoko's already gotten around behind them on the other flank.
Yeah, Mad Scientist might run into him soon.
Yeah, as long as Naoko stays pretty still over there, I think Mad Scientist is going to run right past him, not realize that Naoko's just going to capitalize on it. Meanwhile, Kitten Mittens is on the move on the west. He's now moved up to tunnel entrance.
Sleepy, you have a good habit of always switching topics right when the action happens. Like I was just watching an entire trade happen while you're talking about Kitten.
It's my curse, I guess. Trying to stay.
Watch what I'm watching.
Stay away from
No, you should watch. I think you should do the opposite. You should be watching what I'm watching because I get good. I'm usually watching the action. As a as a co-caster, I need you there with me. I think Kittens is in that middle though. Ooh.
2-0 picking up that last kill, bringing it to 3-1 with Blaze leading the way on this first map on Cargo.
Man, they're absolutely... I mean, they're rolling over Legionnaires pretty good right now. That was a 4-0 win right there. Only losing 1. Those are such hard rounds to lose too. You got no ground. You made no ground.
Yeah, they really didn't. Naoko, I think his flank there on that round really helped solidify the defense there because as soon as Mad Scientist came past him, it was pretty much over Kitman's by himself. And unfortunately, that drastic team kill that came out, I think it was Eric killing DMT.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. That's gonna that was rough. They're trying to push up the middle too, and that's just not what you need.
Yeah, the middle is a tough one to push on this map. I mean, there's just so many different objects and things for your defenders to hide behind and little nooks and crannies for them to be in. It's really tough to attack through the middle, but it can be done, but I feel like it needs to be a blitzkrieg, all or nothing push, or you need to try to, work your way around, maybe have some guys in the center as distractions so you can get your flankers out and up those side lanes and into position and try and get some picks off from the side.
See what defensive objective do we have? We're in the back here. I'd say this one is a little easier to get across. This middle, you have a little more, the cargo, the way the placement of the cargo crates is just a little bit more advantageous to pushing as a Marsoc through them. So we'll see if Blaze can make something happen here and try and come up with a 4 or 5-1 win on their first map. Be pretty clutch. Curious to see what kind of defense Legionnaires go with here. Probably going to send one across quick. We'll see if they can catch any out on Blaze. They do not. Derek's in a nice little position. Mad Scientist pushed up pretty aggressive, and he hears some footsteps. He's looking for the action. He's not spotting it. Not Ready tossing out some nades. He might catch Not Ready when he makes that advance. Cryocell also pushing up. They're doing it on two fronts, east and west. They're coordinating nicely here. Alright, with another smoke. And actually, they do manage. Looks like one did get picked. Another getting picked up on the backside by Too Old, playing that patient game, and he gets the aggressor, but it did result in a trade. Now we're into a 3v4.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, you've got Cryocell and Eric right on top of each other, just down on the right side here. Eric moving around a little much, might give himself away to Cryocell. Cryocell, here's the shots from Eric. He's going to take a peek inside the room.
Ooh, nice.
And he loses the peek. Nice pickup from Eric, dropping that second man.
That was a good headshot, and nade does come out. More shots coming out from Birdseye. He doesn't pick up the kill. It's a 3v2.
Across the map, Too Old's on the move. He is now inside the objective, ready to cap. Oh no, I reset my camera wrong.
He's on the objective, though. There's no one else alive. Zarek's inside. I don't know why he's not capping. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he completely left the objective here. I'm guessing he's assuming that someone's going to come directly to the objective now that they know that their teammates are dead, but Eric is not moving. He is sitting there, still in the same spot. I think maybe because Naoko's over there, and Naoko picks it up and ruins the cap opportunity. But better safe than sorry. And you can see Birdseye really excited, throwing that tablet down, doing a little bit bird's wings there at the end of the round. Nice play there by Blaze.
Yeah, they did. Jeez, they played very well right there. Why am I getting... Sorry, tech stuff. You'll keep whispering me and shit. What now? I don't know. People are asking about an early grenade. I didn't see nothing.
I don't recall seeing any early nades. I'm usually on those maps pretty adamant about looking for it.
I don't know. I guess we'll see in chat.
Legionnaires is one of the only teams that I can't spell correctly.
It's two N's.
Alright, well, while we finish waiting on the rest of the teammates here to load in, I'm going to pop off for a bio break for a moment. NightFiree, I'll be right back.
Alright, sometimes you gotta slap your children on the wrist. Tell them to calm down. You know? Get out of hand, you gotta get in there and... Ah!
little BDSM going on over there, NightFiree. You whipping yourself.
Yeah, I'm simulating what I would do to Sickness. when he
Gotcha.
X out.
Mm.
Give him a good beating. I think Sickness could probably beat me up though. I don't think I could fight him. You know what? Let's start a YouTube battle. Those are pretty popular now. We'll hype it up. Me and Sickness will fight in a ring at at Oculus Connect 5, and that'll be a sideshow.
Or we could just do it big and go for the MGM.
There you go.
brand.
Okay. Hey, who's buying, dude? You?
Maybe we'll get Money Mayweather to do it. No, hell no. If I'm buying, we're fighting in a cardboard box outside somewhere in Los Angeles.
We'll be hanging out some Taco Bell.
Be looking like a bum fight video.
World Star, yeah.
Exactly. Looks like a lot of strat planning going on the Legionnaires side, seeing if they can get this first point cap. They're going to need something because they're going to have to bring the rain against Blaze here. I think that battle against SMC might be having an effect on Legionnaires' gameplay here. Not to say that Blaze isn't playing a good game, but I know from experience sometimes playing two back-to-back and watching some of those teams play back-to-back at ESL UK, it was tough. They had a tough time playing those back-to-back games, especially up on that hot stage like they have.
Yeah, we'll see if they can rally back on this map and maybe play it a little bit slower. I think we're maybe a bit upset about that. I think Legionnaires are upset about that last round. There might have been they think there was an early nade. I wonder if they're waiting on confirmation or something. I think everyone's readied up though.
And he's unready, just as quickly as he was ready.
I think it's 5 minutes between rounds is what I've been informed is the rule.
Yes, 5 minutes before you have to call some sort of official timeout is my understanding of the rule. And it's getting pretty close to that.
So,
granted, I will say I would give them a couple of extra minutes maybe on a map change because, you know, sometimes it takes a little longer to get everyone in off the map change. So, but here we go.
finally into this round, it's going to be a Kayat objective. See how Legionnaires approach with this spawn. I think they're going to be focusing on an east approach.
And Blaze looking like they're trying to avoid pushing too heavily east. Verd's going through the northern building into the east courtyard just east of Kayat. The rest of them spread out pretty evenly throughout the bazaar, and one guy, I think that's Naoko, running through west alleys now, or on the west side of the map, trying to get a flank on Legionnaires.
I actually like the move from Legionnaires. They're coming up, and then they're not going to go all the way east. They're going to send Mad Scientist and Plenus to maybe come up here and just cross the street short. Ooh, that's going to get caught out, though. Plenus gets punished by Verd's Eye. Mad Scientist is going to look for the refrag. I don't think he's going to find it.
Eric calls out the loss of teammate on the west side here. Naoko's still sitting on the western side of the street near the red truck objective, while Eric and Kitten Mittens are pushing dangerously close up the west side. Let's see if any action develops here, but I think they're going to manage to squeak by Naoko without any sort of conflict, because Naoko's pretty far away and he's got a very limited angle that he's watching.
Yeah, he's not going to see this maneuver here, and if They don't even need to stay quiet. He does get picked up, though. Naoko with some shots out.
Great pickup there by Naoko. I think Eric just went a little bit too far. I think had he gone directly in that door where Kitten Mittens is, Naoko wouldn't have been able to see him because he has got a very limited view on that side there on the west. Kitten Mittens now looking for him, but I don't think he's going to have the advantage of seeing him.
He spotted him peeking out just by a little bit, and then he had the angle. 1 down on the Blazes side. It's a 4v3. See if Mad Scientist can get Bird's Eye. Bird's Eye is playing around aggressively inside this blue room, and Mad's been looking over there ever since that pick went down early on in this round. Oh, he does spot Bird's Eye as he pops out. That's a nice pickup for Mad. Now it's a 3v3.
Meanwhile, in the north, DMT getting dangerously close to the north side of the Kiat building. He's checking his windows as he approaches. The smoke has been thrown. It looks like this is going to be a bit of a coordinated approach. As you can see, looks like Bird's Eye there approaching from that south angle. Or not Bird's Eye, but Mad Scientist approaching on the south side of the market.
Ooh, not ready. Gets caught out on the backside. The refrag comes out on the DMT. Now it's a 2v2.
We now have a 2v2. Mad Scientist is getting very dangerously close to Cryocell. Oh, and shoots and gets the defender inside the Kiat building, and then Cryocell manages to pick up the refrag after hearing the shots.
It's going to be Cryo and Kitten. Plenty of time for Kitten here. 2:45. I think he's in the right spot, though. This is a good spot to be the last man defending. You have good eyes on objective. You really can't... No one's going to... I mean, unless they come in from that east side, you're going to see him.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a good spot when it's down to a 1v1 scenario, because if you choose the wrong spot waiting inside the building, there is a chance that the attackers can come up and come from the opposite direction and just take a complete advantage of the fact that you can't see them.
Minute 50 left. Kitten slowly making his approach. I don't know if he knows Cryo's over there. He has to have some idea. I think he's heard those shots come out.
Yeah, I agree. I think he knows somebody's over in that direction. However, in this situation where you've taken such an inordinate amount of time to move up from your previous position, you don't know where that defender could be. That defender could have rotated to a numerous number of positions by the point that you've gotten to where you need to be. So you really can't account for anything after taking shots and then taking so long to move up into a different position.
Kitten making his approach. He is crouched. I think he has Pat out. That's going to get him killed.
But Cryo's looking the opposite direction for a moment. Can Kitten slip in here? He's on the corner. Oh, and Cryocell just manages to see his booty hanging out and shoots him in the booty for the 2-point stop.
Very nice hold there. Does pay off. Staying in that corner, nice and tucked away. Blaze maintaining their hot streak. Now,
yeah, really running with that momentum.
Yeah, up 1-0, looking good. I don't know, though. That was a good attempt from Legionnaires. If they had approached it differently, if you had come in from the east side here, you know, it would have been a different ball game.
Yeah, if DMT had been able to pick up Too Old as well when he picked up on Not Ready, in that north side of the objective building there, he would have been able to get in that building and probably cap it a long time before anything else would have happened. And then, of course, the unfortunate situation where Mad Scientist ran into Cryocell there in the market. After Mad Scientist took out 2 old, his shots gave away his position. Cryocell was able to take advantage, and that left Kid Mittens in a really awkward position to be able to approach the objective.
Taking their sweet time. Gonna have mirrored objectives. That's the way it's supposed to work. Each team gets a chance to defend and attack the same objective. Although, starting on Volk, commonly seen as an advantage, Legionnaires taking that. So, assuming this is Blaze's map choice.
This map, though, always so good for competition, in my opinion. It's just a great one, like we've talked about before. You've got long fights, you've got short fights, you've got close quarters fights, and just so many avenues to attack almost every one of the objectives here. You have 4 or 5 different directions you can come in from with the right coordination. You could pull off a 5-man attack from 5 different directions and really leave your defenders sitting there wondering what the hell just happened. And that's what I love about this map. It's definitely high on my list of favorite maps in this game.
Yeah, I always like catching a good Bazaar map, or even Suburbia nowadays. Those are pretty high octane, but
yeah, the only issue I have with Suburbia is when the teams like to play it slow. And don't get me wrong, I know it's a valuable strat, and you know, whatever works for you works for you. But I like to see a nice, quick Suburbia round. I don't really want to watch a bunch of people crawl up inchworm style to the objective on that map.
Legionnaires trying to lock it in.
Yeah, looking at the exploded map, it does look like they have a nice spread. Whoever that is up front, though, going a little far out into that market, he's not going to have a whole lot of options for coverage when he goes to move back. But overall, I think they've got a pretty nice defense set. However, nobody's really watching that north side. They're not going to see it until someone comes into that back courtyard in the north of the Kiat building.
Interesting. Yeah, Mad Scientist was the one that pushed up aggressively, and he's using this wall for cover. I guess if you can get up here, it's not a bad spot to be.
Just a bit exposed, and with the penetrable wood right there in front of him, it seems like a risky spot to take. But, you know, who knows? Might work out for him. Might be a spot I need to look at myself.
Does get one. Will the
Cryocell.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if Cryo's going to refrag him. He does.
He does. Nice shots coming out from Cryocell there on that second floor building next to Objective Blue Room.
Toss a smoke out, maybe start to make his advance across the street. Meanwhile, in mini courtyard, Zarek and Not Ready getting close. Not Ready comes out.
And on the north now, it looks like we've got Verds and Too Old setting up for an attack on the Kiat building. Plenus taking shots towards Birds. Birds manages to avoid the contact. Plenus is rushing him, though. He's waiting for him to come through. Oh, and Birds manages to pick up the take.
Yeah, Kid Mittens refragged on the back end, and now it's a 3v2. Blaze may get shut down this round. Ooh, a nice frag. Does catch Kittens. Now it's a 2v2. Too Old's going to make his move up.
Eric pushing now. Too Old should see him. He doesn't see him. Too Old goes in. DMT taking shots at Too Old. It's a cat versus mouse game here. Too old, picking up a great pickup. Oh, and Cryos.
What? Too old was the bait, and they tried to send everything at him while Cryo watched the chaos and picked up 2.
That was an amazing round in there. That was some great action. I'm still trying to like follow it and like replay it in my head and rebuild what just happened there. Wow, great round.
You just couldn't hit him as Too Old ran in, and both of them were on the back of this courtyard, so they had to chase.
Blaze playing really well here, for sure.
I think Legionnaires had that round, though. They kind of just gave it up. Getting over-aggressive on their defense, panicking a little bit at the end, and yeah, Blaze is playing very well. Now they have a 2-0 lead on Legionnaires. These guys are a team you gotta watch out for, man. I'm telling you. I'm glad we can finally cast a game from theirs, because after seeing them up with with 3 games and picking one up against you guys, I knew they weren't a team that's, you know, just like getting lucky.
Yeah, no, this Blazes has been a team that a lot of players have been mentioning, a lot of people have been keeping their eyes on from their matches that they've had to the scores that they've had in those matches. They're going to be a real threat. And I'm definitely not counting them out in any sense of the form. But yeah, I mean, I honestly though I was expecting a little bit more out of Legionnaires in this battle, but I really have to think that that's due to that SMC match that they just got finished playing basically right before coming in here. So
I mean,
but we'll see. I mean, there's always a chance that challenge could come back out. We'll see this game come back and see a decent challenge and maybe see Legionnaires put up a little bit more of a fight. But we don't know. This one's not over yet either.
You're lucky it hit the ground.
it's just interesting how lighthearted Blaze is in comparison. I feel like Legionnaires takes these, you know, they're very serious about these rounds. They want to win these rounds, but here the Blaze guys joking. And they have a reservist.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to see them with such a commanding lead so far.
Yeah, you know, I was actually just thinking that myself when they popped into the spawn. I started listening, and all you could hear is just laughs and what sounds like a good time coming in from Blaze. So I think they're having fun with it. They're doing well, so of course they have every reason to be happy.
Sure.
Legionnaires, yeah, they are a bit of a very serious team. I know some of their guys are a bit goofy. Plenus, for example, he's a real funny guy to play with. Ooh, and Mad Scientist gets taken down in the far west.
Nice early pickup from Cryo along that corner. It's a good spot to be. Hard to spot.
Kitten Mittens keeping his eye on the kill room over near the west alleys. Looks away to check his 6. There's not really anything to check. There's nobody
Yeah, no one's
there.
going to be pushing him there. It's only friendlies. And we actually have some more shots coming out. DMT getting picked up. I think we missed that one. I'm not sure who got that. Might have been not...
That might have actually been a team.
It could have been not ready, though. I think he might have thread the needle there through that little tiny gap and picked up one.
Yes. Yep, that seems accurate.
Some more action, one going down in kill room. Plenus making his way up into this middle area. Naoko should hear him. I mean, look at Naoko has managed to always... The last few times I've looked at him, he's somehow tucked behind the enemy.
He's, yeah, you're gonna have to watch out for him anytime your team, my team plays them. I'm gonna be watching for Naoko. I'm gonna keep checking my shoulder anytime we play Blaze because he's really good at getting in behind you and not even knowing.
Yeah, if Plenus decides to drop back down the stairs, he's gonna be in trouble. He makes the right choice and doesn't. I think he heard Naoko. Checks the pad, no one's there.
Naoko's got it. Naoko in the shadow. They are 2 feet from each other. Oh, and the double trade. Full kills on both ends. Meanwhile, sounds like Kidman's just picked up another one from Blaze. It's now a 2v2 on the objective. Too old and not ready, now pushing back onto the objective to defend.
Those are some really clutch pickups. These guys are getting really risky with their peaks here, and now they're in position. When you come around objective like that, it's such a dice roll. You know, like you could easily get picked when you think you're getting into a position.
Oh yeah, for sure. Almost any time you round a corner at this objective, especially in the spots where Kitten Mittens and Eric are, you have the possibility of being seen because there's so many different alleys and view lines that you can take that can be easily seen. Too Old, Eric pushing across the road. Too Old barely misses him as he pushes across. I think Eric now has pad out. No, he does still have his weapon out, but he is moving up to try and secure Too Old and get this cap.
Oh, the shots are out. Zarek's pushing around. Not ready, coming out. Zarek gets the kill. The refrag from Too Old. Kitten almost gets caught by that frag.
Oh, but Kitten manages to secure the kill on Too Old and takes Legionnaires' first point in this map.
Yeah, they needed that one. Yeah, they needed that one. They're on the board now.
I was honestly hoping to see Eric get that cap. I think had he just killed...
He didn't have to. He just had to go inside.
Yeah, actually, his initial move would have been the smartest. If he had had pad out as he crossed that street, he had already crossed Too Old. Too Old had no sight line on him. If he had had pad out, he could have gotten inside the building and taken that objective from inside. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah.
Right?
We've had a lot of really close rounds, too. I mean, that one coming down 1v1. I think the one before that was 2v1. The one before that was 1v1. These bizarre rounds have not been blowouts by any means.
Hmm. I mean, even the cargo rounds, even though they were, you know, the score was a bit more lopsided, the rounds were still very close. I mean, it was still down to 1v1s and 1v2s in a lot of those rounds as well. So
it's true. It's true. Legionnaires just need to kind of ride this momentum this time and see if they can get a nice Volk defensive win. I think this objective is not too hard to defend.
No, I think this can be one of the easier ones to defend. As long as you have guys in the right position, you can pretty much get a 360-degree coverage on it. And as long as they don't get too greedy and take too many unnecessary peeks, they can just hold out until the last few minutes, wait for those attackers to have to make their push, and just wait for them to come to them. Just, you know, shoot fish in a barrel, basically.
We need more of this, dude.
What's that? Back and forth like this?
More of this.
Oh, stand by. I was reading through the Twitch chat. Oh yeah, man, that is my jam. That is 107.2, the Camel, blasting straight out of Kiat.
God, I love the Camel.
And it's one of my favorite radio stations whenever I'm in the area, for sure.
I also would like to see more stuff like that from... I want more little things on top of roofs that only we can see, that we can go to when we're casting. James, make it so.
Oh lords, oh overlords of the Onward community, please give us casters more to do in these downtimes.
Give us goodies to seek and fun objects to look at. We will be forever grateful.
Make me feel like it's April and I am the Easter Bunny finding all of the Easter eggs.
No smokes, no early crosses, no peaks on this big street here.
That's it. However, Blaze has already managed to push their way 3/4 of the way to the objective. They're already in decent position. A lot of Legionnaires still actually getting set. Mad Scientists, you see, they're just barely getting into position right now. Meanwhile, Blaze is already pretty much set up and ready to attack. They're just waiting for their guys there in the southwest. If you take a look at your map, it seems like to get into position so they can coordinate this.
Yeah, they're looking good. These guys in the middle can take their time, wait for their south flank to happen. Looks like Naoko is going to be peeking here and looking for anything down that wood bazaar area and doesn't spot anything. What you'll notice is these guys checking their pads a lot too. The real veteran teams, the real veteran players, skilled players, that's something you have to be doing. You have to always be checking pad, getting information, making sure you know where your teammates are so you can easily identify enemies.
Yeah, absolutely. Tablet awareness and situational awareness. Shots coming out from Eric there, I believe, over in the west market on Too Old, and picking up Naoko as he, I believe, tries to cross that street.
I did not know that Eric was holding that angle. No, I don't think that was Eric. I think that was Plenus on the way backside.
Too Old now pushed up to the white car in the west. Eric looking that way. I think he's going to take those shots. Yep, shots come out. Eric takes down Too Old in the west. The western approach has now been officially shut down. It is closed for business.
Yeah, they are not going to have to focus any more attention there. Meanwhile, the middle approach, Mad Scientist is in a bit of a pickle. He's in a huge pickle. There's all sorts of people not ready. He's on top of him. He doesn't see him in the corner.
Mad Scientist comes in. Verd's going to look through, peek the window. Oh, and that window peek was crucial. That was a nice play by Verds. That was a good way to get around him without being seen.
Man, they gave these guys a run for their money. Blaze was on the hunt there.
They were. It was like a pack of wolves pouncing on a rabbit.
Ooh, and a frag coming out, landing onto Not Ready. Downs him. He is resible, though.
Not sure where that came from. That's an odd spot for Frag to have picked him up. Unless maybe it came from DMT across the street there, throwing it into that alley between the two buildings.
Plenus going to be getting up onto the second story looking for anything. One picked up on the backside. He draws back, gets a bird's eye. Not ready, not turning around in time. He is ready. Or the refrag, though.
Legionnaires holding this defense well. DMT's on the objective. He should see Not Ready. Smoke's coming out now on the street.
Those are good smokes. I think those are going to do their job.
Yeah, they are. They're definitely obstructing DMT's view because I feel like if DMT could see right now, he should be able to see Not Ready. DMT's pushed up. Oh, but that Northern Defender,
Kitten Mittens.
Kitten Mittens, that cross angle that he was holding really paid off. Legionnaires take two, and it's all tied up here on Bazaar.
That was a nice attempt by Blaze, but once that south approach got shut down, I think it was kind of game over. It's so hard to just make your only approach up the middle on this objective.
All right, next objective, East Courtyard. Well, I love to see the Twitch chat. It looks like they're all enjoying. Looks like they're all enjoying the game pretty well so far. A lot of good comments about how close the games are. Good games. Durafin in his comment, too old to bait. My guess is with the bait play that we saw, where a lot of action happened right in those last few seconds as Cryocell or one of his teammates picked up all those kills there at the end.
Yeah, there's been some good too old memes coming out today, actually. Too old to carry.
Yeah, I remember that one. He was doing a hell of a job there in that match before this one.
I mean, even now he's still going 3-3. He's definitely holding his own. Speaking of carrying, Kitten Mitten 6-2 on Legionnaires. We are just tuning in. This is the second map of the day of the series. Blaze took that first cargo map 4-1. Now we are on Bazaar, all tied up 2-2. Legionnaires trying to stay in the series.
Clawing their way back at the moment, point by point. Blaze was up 2-0 at the start of this map. Legionnaires has been able to take that momentum and stop it and bring in a little bit of their own. They are now tied. It's 2-2 on this map, and they are back on attack. This can be a somewhat easy objective to capture, depending on how your picks go on your Marsoc spawn. And it looks like Legionnaires also got the quick spawn here, so they are actually going to be able to get into position actually a little bit faster than defense is here, which is good to note for your own team, because you can get in there, you can get a lot of stuff done before they can even get set. Eric already taking one out.
Cryo refrags one though up the middle, and they called out quick spawn early because they ID'd it with those smokes.
Already down to a 4v4 bout here on East Market.
Another one going down on the middle street. Mad Scientist picking up one. That's a really aggressive move there.
Yeah, I would say that was going to be chalked up to greed from the defender there. He had a good spot where he was. He was in that blue room garage. He should have stayed where he was there because his greed got him killed.
Another one going down.
It's now
Cryo Cell.
Legionnaires up.
Yikes.
Okay, if Legionnaires need to play this one smart now. If they play this smart, they can get in there and get the cap in. You know, they might just need to sacrifice one or two guys. Oh, Mad Scientist going in, Birdseye running around in circles with each other. The trade comes out, Legionnaires wins. Here they go, they're clawing their way back. We could be seeing a Legionnaires comeback. Yeah,
they are now going to be going into the defense. I just don't think that Blaze was ready for a fast spawn there. Maybe they didn't have a proper defense established for his fast spawn, or they got greedy like you were saying. I think rounding that corner is super greedy. If you just stay inside, that's your play.
Yeah, especially if you know that's the fast spawn, because they're already going to be all the way, if not most of the way through the market, so they're going to be there in a matter of seconds. You taking that line, trying to either get up on scaffolds, maybe get across the street for an unexpected angle, it's really just not something you want to play when you know that they have quick spawn. Quick spawn is exactly what, it's exactly what it is. It's a quick spawn. They're going to push fast, they're going to push hard, especially a team like Legionnaires. They don't like to play things slow too much unless they're on things like Downfall, where they're typically the ones all laying down, all 5 of them across the map. So taking that corner and coming outside of that room where you were perfectly safe and secure in was just a little bit of a bad call in my opinion. But, you know, in the heat of the moment, everyone's known to make some bad.
Yeah, it's especially in these comp games, it's hard to always be on point. Sometimes you are feeling it. They have been playing well. They did win that first round pretty easily. So you're thinking, I just come out here, get a nice pick, be the star of the round, pick up 2, and get punished instead. And we wait.
I'm filling the time trying to find Easter eggs on the roofs.
I know. Now you think maybe there's some other little treats up there, but I'm telling you, there's not. It's a barren wasteland. Actually, what's this?
You know, I know this game is not ready for it at this point in time, but it would be so great if some of these buildings that have roof access you could use, because that would really just completely change the gameplay and the meta of these maps. Because then you got to look out. I mean, then it's going to really feel immersive. I mean, it's going to feel like walking down the road in the middle of Iraq or out in Afghanistan somewhere. You have to check those rooftops, make sure nobody's up there, getting ready to put one down on you. But I don't think the game is quite at a gameplay standpoint to where that would be a welcome mechanic, especially in these league matches, because that would be killer to try and defend against.
Yeah, you got to be careful about making big sweeping changes like that. I think the Onward dev team, if they do something like that, would be pretty wary of it all, because we do have a pretty established competitive group now, and I think players like the competitive nature of the game, and I don't know, it'll be fun to see how the game evolves in the future.
Yeah, for sure. So Legionnaires, or I'm sorry, Blaze, not getting the quick spawn. They had the farther southwest objective spawn, so they're not going to be able to get into position and attack the defenders as quickly as Legionnaires were able to in that last round.
Mad Scientist taking some shots out there. I wonder if are they running. They have on this backside. Surprised they didn't get caught. They are using a shield. I thought I saw that. Birdseye does have one.
interesting concept. You don't typically see a shield come out too much in Bazaar, which I can understand why. Is most of the map is very open. It's not gonna necessarily play to the shield's strengths too much on this map. However, it is something that you could work with on this objective, especially because you've got that north alley, for example. You can get up in there. You can get that shield in, get a guy behind him covering with a rifle, and boom.
Meanwhile, 2 have gone down for Legionnaires. Not looking good for Blaze. Another going down. Now it's a 1.
Birdseye.
Yikes.
Yeah, Birdseye just fragged Mad Scientist through the window from the top floor of the Kiot building. That was a nice nade.
Oof, Cryo picks up DMT. Now it's a 1v4, and they're crashing on objective. Blaze is looking to pick up the W. Kitten's going to deny Cryo the cap.
That was very close. Wow. Oof. Cryo almost had that cap. Mad Scientist almost did not see him in time. That could have been the end of the map for Legionnaires, but they managed to save it. But Blaze takes the round with the 1-point win instead.
They completely lost their defense with that shield push, man. They had shots coming out into the window with nothing landing because they were peeking the window. They basically brought that shield up back here, checked the window, got information, and then pushed forward with it. That was some good moves by Blaze, and that's some innovative stuff coming out of them. I haven't seen a shield on this map, and it makes good sense to use. It worked well.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially on this objective, like we were saying, with the tighter alleys and stuff that you have, the tighter entrances that you have coming into where the objective is here, that shield makes a lot of sense to bring in here. So definitely not a bad idea, but yeah, it's definitely one that you don't see too often on this map, if at all.
And this is what could be series point for Blaze. If they can win this next point, they'll take the map, they'll take the series, they'll take their nice MMR boost. And this is not what Legionnaires want. They just lost to SMC Tactical. They cannot afford to lose a makeup match, against Blaze.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I really do feel that they're still struggling to bounce back from that SMC game. They are putting up a good fight and bringing it back together now with that 3-point climb here in this map. But is it going to be enough? If they don't get this next point, well, the series is over. I mean, simple as that. They'll have lost 2 maps. But that'll be their second match that they've lost this weekend, and they still have 1 more to go, and that could definitely be morale-breaking.
I'm glad I hopped in on this one. And you joined me. It's good we're here to cast it, because it is a close one. We're tied up.
With my schedule, I really wasn't expecting to be able to cast one. But when I saw this match kind of falling through and not being able to be picked up, I was welcome to the invite to come in and join in on this.
See what these guys do. A really aggressive defense from Blaze. Birdseye getting pushed up. Wow, and Tool getting a good call out on Zarek. Doesn't get fragged. I don't know how those shots didn't hit him.
Tool throws a frag. Doesn't do what he wants.
No, it does. He caught Zarek.
Oh, wow. Well, from his comment after throwing it, you would have thought that did not do what he wanted it to do, but it did have an effect. However, it didn't kill Zarek, Ooh, another one gets dropped in the center. Mad Scientist now downed in the center bazaar.
Too old. Playing well for this Blaze squad. He's going to be looking for more. Another going down on the Legionnaires. It's not looking good now. It's aggressive push. Who is that over there?
I think it's, it's Naoko. He's taken down 2 with a western flank. Plenus has rotated to try and see him, but he's a little too late. Naoko's already moved out of the northern alley there in the west, and is moving around north for the 2-story Kiot building. Yeah, here we go. Naoko moving in. I'm not sure if he knows that Plane is pushed up. I think he's still assuming that one's in the Kiat building up on the second floor, but he is incorrect. He's going to push his way into the far room, try and peek through the window, see what he can see.
I don't think he's
Now
going to...
makes his way upstairs.
Playing a little too slow here. Planus has made his move. He might catch one bottom story if he's lucky.
Yeah, but Blaze has put on a hell of a show on this defense. They've already taken down 2 and let's say a half, with Eric over there being downed and not out, leaving it on a 5v2 for them to try and make this cap attempt. So let's see what Legionnaires can do here.
Linus has put some good smokes out. I think he's going to get caught crossing.
I agree. Here, Naoko coming across, but he doesn't get the chance to shoot him. Birdseye takes him out from over near the scaffold area.
Now it's all up to Kittens. A 1v4. He has time. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. And he did get 1 pick already.
All quiet right now. Birdseye kind of moving around like a chicken with his head cut off. Guess he's getting a little bored waiting. Meanwhile, Kitten Mittens slowly making a methodical push. Naoko, though, he's pushing up hard on Kitten Mittens' position, and it doesn't work out for him this time. Kitten Mittens is aware of the push and manages to take him out.
A nade picks up Birdseye.
He naded himself. I just overheard it on the local chat. He said he naded himself. That's unfortunate. It's now we're down to a 2v1 situation.
Oh my gosh, the turnaround right here.
You can never account for killing yourself, right? Few expletive words coming out of Birdseye there as Kidmans makes his approach. He knows he's going to take him out, and Kidmans does. He finishes that off. It is now officially 2v1.
Did you just see that happen?
Yeah. Am I behind you for some reason?
Yeah, by like 5 seconds.
That's not good. Are we desynced? That's
I don't know. Kidmans is under the shed. He just popped out from under the shed. Now he just got killed.
Okay, no. Yeah, I'm on with you. I think I just commented a little bit later.
Okay.
Whew, I was like, uh-oh. Well, I could be casting action that's already happened.
Either way, Blaze pick up the win. They win the series 4-3, winning this map. Man, that's surprising to see. I don't think anyone was really anticipating this much of a showing from Blaze.
Well, yes and no. I mean, I definitely was expecting a little bit of a tougher fight from Legionnaires. Not that they haven't put up a tough fight. You know, these, as we've said, these matches, these rounds have been close. But, yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, teams at the top, Globo, Danglers, G-Men, all of you guys, you better be on the lookout for Blaze because they're coming for the top, and they're playing well enough to take it.
Yeah, this has got to not feel good for Legionnaires. And it's a unfortunate double loss today, so they're going to have to be coming back tomorrow with a little fire in their eyes, trying to regain some MMR, regather themselves this season. Either way, you're going to want to win this map so you can really try and lighten the blow, because if you do manage to get this map, it's not too bad. Your losses aren't too bad, and if you can win it 4-1, you're in good shape. You know, you're tied with points. You know,
yeah.
So there's still, you can really still negate the damage if Legionnaires come out hot and really dominate on the Suburbia.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not sure going into this who was home and who was away, but I know Legionnaires tend to be pretty strong. I know at least a lot of these players individually tend to be pretty strong on Suburbia. I'm not as familiar with the Blaze team lineup on this map. I know Too Old, as a reservist, is a strong player on this map.
Yeah.
And Birdseye, if I remember correctly from a few comp lobbies, also tends to play pretty strong here. But the others, I just don't get enough playtime in with to really give an opinion on their play on Suburbia.
Just from what I'm seeing today so far, I think Blaze is going to be playing this pretty fast and aggressive. I'm looking forward to seeing how they handle it. It's going to be a tough one for Legionnaires. It's not going to be an easy map to win, so they're going to have to come out of the gate feeling good and looking good. Because if you're those two things, then you play good.
That's right. Thanks again to everybody in the audience out there watching. We do appreciate you guys tuning into the channel for these matchups. We've been doing our best to try and cover a bigger variety of teams, from not only the top of the leaderboards, but the middle towards the bottom as well. Try and get all of these guys, you know, as much coverage as we can within reason. You know, of course, we as casters have scheduling conflicts sometimes, and stuff like that, but we really enjoy doing this for you. We really enjoy putting this on, and we're really happy to see when you guys tune in and are engaged by the gameplay that we've got going. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody.
It is much appreciated, I agree. Hit the follow button if you haven't.
And don't forget to slap that like button.
This isn't YouTube, Sleepy. Get out of here.
It'll be uploaded as a VOD to YouTube in like a day, so.
Very true. Yes.
That's how I catch up on all the matches I missed, whether they were cached or not. I just end up catching them on my YouTube afterwards.
It is a good spot to go. Go follow that YouTube, go follow the Twitter, get all your Master League needs.
That's it. And tomorrow, tune in as ESL casts 2 very big profile, high profile matches.
Yeah,
starting at a. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And I believe that's going to start at 1 p.m. Oh.
Yeah, we also have some matches on the Master League channel tomorrow as well. I know me and Buxton are casting. Silent's going to be getting some matches. So, I do recommend you stop into this channel tomorrow. Catch yourself some Master League. Should be fun.
All right. Blaze up first to attack first objective, the garage. How are they going to do? We'll find out.
Nice.
Legionnaires with a good defense.
That was a good pickup.
They're a little strong on lane 4 near the bus, but I think it's going to pay off for them right here. You got one sitting by the bus. But I like how their defense is very strongly centered at the objective. They're not spread out to where if all their guys get picked near the objective, ooh. And Eric gets picked up on that lane 4 by 2 old.
Yeah, he's been playing this spot aggressively all day today. This is where he went last time on Suburbia. He likes getting up here on this side and playing aggressive. See if Kitten can spot him. Ooh, another going down on APC. Legionnaire is not looking good. 4v3. Ooh, DMT doesn't catch the head, but gets hit by a nade.
Oh my goodness, Blaze are playing this round perfectly. There's still 5 men up. Legionnaires only have 2.5 with that last frag coming in and picking up DMT near the objective. Ooh, and Mad Scientist manages to pick up the first kill for Legionnaires in this round.
Yeah, that's a good patient hold there. You wait and wait and wait until someone finally comes out for you to shoot out of that window instead. Does manage to get one, but now they know he's there. Let's see if they try and take center building. It's going to be up to Bird's Eye and Cryo.
Meanwhile, over on the lane 4 approach, 2 olds getting dangerously close now to the main house building, and Mad Scientist left the center house. Their only overwatch on his approaching is taken out. Cryo moves up, and 2 old is getting close here, possibly going to take down Kitten. Actually, he needs to leave him alive. Hopefully he doesn't see him. He can get around back there and get the cap on this very first round. That would do some serious damage to morale here. And that looks like he's what he's doing.
Oh my gosh, Kittens is gonna miss him cross. He might get killed if he steps outside this doorway. He almost gets shot. I think DMT called out the cross, so Kitten Mittens is rotating around to catch 2 Old on the backside. He does get him. That was a huge rotation. Picks up Cryo too. He's stopping the push.
Wow, this is an amazing defense from Kitten Mittens. He's stopped 2 defenders now, thankfully due to his teammate DMT calling out the cross. You're hearing a lot of suppressive shots come out from Naoko and Birdseye there. But unfortunately ineffective in taking him down or keeping him from securing 2 of their teammates while they attempted to cap on this objective.
Yeah, and DMT should be able to still radio in if he hears Naoko making a push.
All right, back on the living room side of the house, Birdseye got his tablet out. He's getting ready to pull the same approach that 2 Old did. I'm not sure DMT actually was able to see him or if DMT didn't die before Birdseye moved in here, but let's see if Kitten Mittens can stop this one.
Ooh, Naoko suppressing him.
Yeah, I believe there's a little bit of... Oh, Kitten Mittens aware. Oh, and Kitten Mittens stops his 3rd cap of this round. Naoko picks him up in the end for the 1-point victory. Good round. Nice round there. Amazing play from Kitten Mittens. Those cap stops were impeccable. 3 in 1 round. That was amazing.
Jeez. Kitten's been on fire lately. He's really been trying to hold these rounds. I think the last round as well, that lost in the map, he was the last one alive. Blaze off to a good start on Suburbia, though. Giving themselves 1 point.
Yeah, they are, and they almost had 2 points there. That was some great pushing coming in there. If it weren't from DMT actually still being down and not double tapped, they could have had that first one, if not the second one, and maybe even the 3rd one. But I think Birdseye actually had managed to get behind the building either after DMT died or DMT just wasn't able to see him on that cross to the front yard on the other side.
It's the right play from Blaze, too, though, to just send your guys one after the next into that objective area trying to cap it. You know you only have 1 left alive on that Legionnaires side, and they're just slinging bodies over there. Whew.
Seems like Legionnaires putting together an attack strategy here, trying to get their 2 points into the game. Let's see if it pans out for them.
Yeah, I think the best approach, honestly, is to go east and try and cross around the backside of the house. It seems to be where most people get the closest to capping or where the most caps end up coming through. You can't focus too much on it, though, so we'll see what they end up doing.
Yeah, for the longest time there, I actually preferred the west side coming in, and as long as I could get across the street and either get the pick on the guy on the 2nd floor of the center house or know that that guy's already been taken down, usually I could weasel my way in and do the outside garage cap on the outside of the east-west side of that garage. A lot of smoke's coming out, lane 1 from DMT.
2 Old gets a nice pickup out of that window. Mad Scientist answering back with a couple of shots. Doesn't down him, though.
DMT checking for any 1st floor enemies on that center house.
Oh.
Ooh, a frag comes out. Birdseye gets taken down.
Scientist.
2 Old
Yeah, he might pick up
Yeah.
DMT here. Man, Too Old is on fire up in the middle house here. He's picked up 3.
He sure is. There's 1.5 members of Blaze down, so 3v2.
I think Cryo's going to rotate around and be able to get this res off. Now it's a 4v2.
Eric off on his lonesome over here, moving up through the playground, lane 3. Naoko is over here to his left. Not sure he's going to be expecting anyone there, but he does manage to take out Cryo's cell on the left side of the house. Naoko is now aware of his position. Hopefully he does push back and relocate from those initial shots, which is smart because Naoko was definitely going to take him out as soon as he crossed that threshold.
That's a really big pickup there for Legionnaires. You definitely want that guy down on the back end. They're going to want to shoot some more. If they just do the same thing on this side, if Kitten shoots some fire through the wood here, they'll have another easy pickup. Turn it into a 2v2.
Kitten Mittens and Eric have now reconvened on each other. Uh-oh. Too Old speaking the windows. Kitten push shots on her, none of them effective. Too Old almost getting the pick on Eric. He actually should have had Eric there. Comes out for some more shots. Frag comes out and picks him up at the fountain. Eric is down but not out. Kitten Mittens waiting to pick up the refrag.
He's trying to look through. He doesn't see. He's so risky. If Too Old spots him moving around, could work against him.
Kidman's with a risky revive. Took shots while he was doing it, but manages to pull it out. Shots look like they came from not ready.
I don't know how he didn't die there. So many rounds came out towards Zarek. I was waiting for both of them to go down, either Too Old or hit, or not ready. We're just going to pick him, but now we're in a 2v2. Kitten gets Too Old as he tries to come out the backside. Wow, 2v1. Legionnaires turning this round around. Naoko, the last one alive, tucked inside burning building. That's a good position to hold right there, too. He has pretty much the perfect angle to cover as soon as someone crosses, but he's also a little exposed.
Yep, Naoko to his left. Kidman's unaware of this, but the second that Naoko takes shots at him, Eric is going to know that he's got one over there. Okay, and there goes Kidman's. Eric's made his way across. Oh, but Naoko picks up the cross and takes him out. Blaze go up 2 on Suburbia.
I am really surprised he didn't even look over there after hearing Naoko fire off those shots.
I think he was assuming that if he went right when he did, he might get across without Naoko seeing him and putting the shots in, but that's just not the case. Naoko picked him up, got those points down, and they go up 2 here.
We are just stopping in. Blaze are blazing ahead here. Have one Cargo 4-1, Bazaar 4-3, and now are up 2-0 on Suburbia. Going on the offensive with the tank objective. We'll see what they can do. They've been playing real well today, though.
They have. What you do now?
Now we wait. This is why we need things on roofs. Little trinkets.
Yeah. Maybe even some furniture in these houses. Find some magazines. Got a bathroom upstairs, don't even have a toilet in it.
Some of these buildings, you can't even, if you live up in the 3rd story, you're there permanently.
Yeah, I mean, all's fair, right?
They don't even build stairs down to the 2nd story. It's just you and the third and 4th floors living your lives forever.
Live your life. Oh, now the round's starting and I can't get my camera out of the building. There we go. Okay, got a tank objective, new objective here, new objective set. Blaze on the attack. Legionnaires been putting up a strong defense. The last time they were on defense, only managing to be taken out by the last guy. Came down to the last few seconds, if I remember. So let's see how they can do here.
Man, this is a really aggressive move from Blaze. They already got Cryo pushed up pretty aggressively into the middle, and a trade happens inside the center house.
Yeah, both players still able to be revived. Kitten Mittens comes in for the revive on Mad Scientist, manages to get it. Kitten kills Cryo. Oh, I'm sorry, doesn't Kitten. Mad Scientist killed Cryo. Picks up Mad Scientist. DMT gets a refrag on Bird's Eye. Wow, that's just amazing. Already 2 dead on both teams. First 1 minute of the match.
Yeah, Blaze playing that one hot and heavy.
Was gonna chalk it up to confusion about being tank objective or center house, but ever since they added the objective, you know, height detectors where you get the up arrow or the down arrow if it's above or below where you're standing, there's no confusing those 2 objectives like there might have been at one point.
Yeah, not ready with a really nice headshot on Napolinas.
Yeah, quick and to the point. Eric tosses out a grenade, not ready, hears it, he runs away, no effect on the grenade, and he manages to get himself set by the back door at the center house.
Oh, that really tiny gap for Kitten. Grabs himself 1, now it's 2-2. Smokes over by APC.
Naoko's pushed himself out, using the smoke as cover, he's trying to look back, check that upstairs. Eric putting shots out, Naoko firing back. Ooh, and then Kitten Mittens joins in the fun. Meanwhile, Too Old is right on top of the objective. He's on the backside of the tank. We could see a cap here. Blaze
this is it.
This map right now.
This is it. Oh, the nade!
Oh, but he... Oh my God! What a great stop! A great nade. I don't know whose that was, but that was an amazing stop. Because Too Old has been on fire with caps today from both the games that he's played so far.
That was Blaze up 4-0 right there.
Wow.
And a nice grenade saves it. Holy cow.
Man, that's the 2nd round at the end of that I'm just speechless, just like trying to play it back over in my mind.
Well, I like Suburbia so much. It gets so fast sometimes, and you can have these really close interactions like that. And we've had a lot today so far. This Blaze Legionnaires match is really, really aggressive. I think teams are going to learn from this one.
Oh, for sure. I'd say Blaze is really fired up here on this map because they've been putting in some damage when they're attacking.
You know, I can just leave this Discord channel and then you can't even talk on stream anymore.
Yeah, my puns are bad, but it's fine. Bad puns make the world go round. A lot of love for Blaze coming out from the Twitch chat. A lot of folks really congratulating them on their gameplay here. Recognizing that this is going to be a dangerous team, and I agree. I think everybody, including some of us more seasoned teams and seasoned team players, need to be on the lookout for this team. They are no slouches by any means.
Here we go into our 4th round of this 3rd map. Blaze are leading 2-0. They've won the series already, so this is a, I don't know, bonus match?
It's just more opportunity for Blaze to spread that gap. because the better they can spread that, the better, you know, MMR they can receive. Legionnaires, meanwhile, needs to stop that spread because they need it to be as little as possible so that they don't lose as much on their MMR rating after this match is completed.
Naoko going down real early, getting aggressive on the back on that east side, and DMT gets a pick.
Yeah, DMT picking up a nice early kill, using the bushes to his advantage. A lot of players doing that. He's got Eric just off the side, also using the bushes. I think he's trying to peek that infamous spot Cryo likes to, or that most people like to sit at, where Cryo is by those sandbags. But he's just not able to see him, so we'll probably see some movement here coming up soon.
Oof.
Fire from Eric onto Cryocell. He doesn't see him. Cryo throws a flash, but it's nowhere near an effective range. Puts out some suppressive shots. Eric's still up, no effect.
I do think he crossed though, and I don't know if Zarek saw Cryo cross to that next one.
You're right, he may not have.
Trade goes off in the middle.
Yeah, Birdseye looks like he was taken down in the middle there. Nice four-man squad kind of clumped up in the center for Legionnaires, covering each other. Cryocell and Eric still managing to kind of in a Mexican standoff. I think Eric did manage to see the cross because now he's looking at that porch. I think he did manage to see it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, he definitely did.
And Eric picks him up. This is looking good for Legionnaires. All right, they've taken out the middle house. All they need to do is get their man on the tank. Not ready, picking up one, the refrag coming out, and that's it. Round over. Legionnaires wins it. They tie it up 2-2. Here they come. They're coming back again. We saw this on Bazaar. Hopefully they can keep that momentum going and actually win the map this time.
Yeah, we will see. This is, Blaze have been very close to capping every time they've been on Marsoc. And with this next objective, I feel like it could be possible for a cap to come out, but it's definitely not easy.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's good to see Legionnaires haven't completely lost their morale. They are still putting up a fight. They're still trying to get in there and win that. It was unfortunate Not Ready had to take out a guy, and there was a refrag that came immediately after, because it's just after that refrag there at the end of the round that took it for Legionnaires. You saw the smokes come out. They were planning on going in for the cap. I think maybe they just didn't have their player count down. They might have not accounted for one guy being dead that probably should have, but, you know, time will tell. They're back on defense now. They can secure this third point if they put up a strong defense here. New objective, North Road. Should be a defender's delight, but you never know.
Taking a look at scores, Kitten Mittens really dominating 8-2. Too old to game. For the reservists doing nicely, 5-4.
Yeah, that Kid Mittens, man, I'll tell you, that first round where he defended, he's stopping those 3 caps. That's a highlight play right there. That would go in my personal collection if I were Kitten.
Alright. What the fuck? Where are my bushes at? It's a fence. When did they do that? What the fuck?
Some funny.
Cleanus, a little upset about some map asset changes, I guess. Making it very vocally known.
Uh-oh, Mad Scientist shoots out, gets heard and picked up on the back end by Cryo.
I think it was a bit too aggressive. Legionnaires needs to play this one nice and safe. They need to play that defense stronghold, prevent this cap, or just take these guys out. They need to get this point here.
As Zarek picks one up on this west side, Cryo's going to look for that refrag. I don't know if he's going to find it.
DMT's getting crazy. He's pushing hard up lane 3. He gets spotted by Naoko. DMT's on it. Oh, and Naoko gets up the pickup. I just don't understand it.
But
Lena's picking up one, getting refragged then by Birdseye. Why are Legionnaires playing this so aggressive? It just baffles me, NightFiree. Baffles.
Oh, I agree, but
Mind bottling.
when it gets all bottled up like that, you gotta unbottle it, and
That's it.
if you unbottle it, you'll see that we're actually still pretty close, 3-2, once Tool can get the res off here.
Man, Too Old really showing his colors today for two different teams. I have a feeling that guy's not going to be sitting on the reservist list for too long unless it's a personal choice, you know, scheduling issue or something like that. That guy has been putting up numbers today. So any team that could pick him up, it would be a smart move in my opinion.
I think he is just playing it because he likes to play the competitive games for fun, and I mean, more power to you. It's a fun place to be in if you just want to pop into rounds every once in a while and have a good old competitive session.
Yeah.
Not a bad place to be. Anybody can sign up to be a reservist too, and more often than not, a warm body is better than no body. So if you're available, people will take you. Kitten Mittens, the standout player for Legionnaires, is still alive. He is holding a good position here.
Yeah, great position there.
Although,
yeah, it's going to be tough if they get low on this smoke to get up to the objective. He may not see that. Cryocell pushed out and across. Kittenmans did not see it.
oh,
Oh, no.
it's all up to Zarek now. He's so far away from objective. If Zarek gets this, oh no, Too Old might get the pick here.
No, Too Old pushes the opposite way, giving Eric the time to move up. However, he's not looking at the objective. He's not defending what he should be. Meanwhile, Cryocell pushing up. He's at the car now. Tablet is coming out. I think we're going to see the win come out here.
I don't know. Zarek checks car, sees him, not in time. Blaze get two.
Last minute, and the uplink goes through. Blaze wins it with two. Man, that is just unfortunate. What a great game, though.
Wow. Yeah, no kidding. What an excellent series. Very close throughout the entirety of it. Although you wouldn't Blaze winning 4-1, 4-3, 4-2. They won all three maps. I mean, you got to watch out for these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a little concerned now. These guys are playing really well, and I mean, we've seen that in their first few games this season, but they just took it to a whole new level today. I am really glad we got to cast this to really showcase how well this team is doing. Legionnaires putting up a great fight, of course, giving us all some good entertainment, but wow, some great execution coming out today.
Yeah, they are now undefeated in the league. They have 4 wins under their belt. So I imagine maybe some higher-end teams are going to be challenging them. They're going to be matched against some higher-end teams next week. It'll be fun to watch them. I'm going to be looking forward to casting some future games from Blaze.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely going to be watching the match announcement for next week, as well as the scheduling. Hopefully, I can get myself in on one of these matches. I'm hoping to see, you know, even if not able to cast, at least be able to watch a cast of someone who might be able to pick up this Blaze versus whoever they may get matched up against. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be one of the teams to watch, and they're doing really well.
Yeah, and kind of go back on what Sickness was saying. There's a lot going on with the Master League these days. If you want to watch it, there's going to be some games cast on the ESL page on Facebook. VR League or VR Challenger, I think, is their Facebook page. You can go over there.
VR League, yeah.
You can go over there and check out some rounds cast by their local talent. I know that they're going to be doing Mob Squad and a challenge match between Boss Fight and
Lemon
Squad, and then Globochem and Danglers. Yeah, so they're going to pick up those 2 matches. We will also have matches here, though, because there are more games being played on Sunday. We have Boss Fight and Cannon Fodder at 12:30. Buxton's going to be doing SMC Tactical and Mob Squad at 4. And then Silence picking up Stone Cold Killers and Sinister Pride at 4:30. So there's just a lot of Onward around the board. If you want to catch games, you got no problem. They're everywhere.
Yeah, and it's really great that we're all able, as far as the casting staff and the casting guys, are all able to pick up as many games as we can throughout the week. And on that note, teams, players, get those matches scheduled as quickly as you can. The faster you can get those things scheduled, the more time we have to move schedules around, see what our schedule is like for that week, and see if we can't get those games matched. Because we don't choose these.
We almost missed this game. This game was barely.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a really a great game to cast, and it was barely almost squeaked by. I don't know. Schedule earlier, people.
Yeah, because most of the time we end up casting the same people because they play at times that are most convenient for us as casters. And I know myself and NightFiree, we're over here on the West Coast, so a lot of games that are played earlier on in the day are hard for us to cast because that means we got to be up early in the morning, and who the hell wants to do that, folks?
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
kidding.
Let's be real.
Anyway, that's going to be it for me and Sleepy tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We will see you tomorrow or next week. Hit the follow button.
Yeah, thanks.
Sleepy, go ahead.
Thanks. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We always appreciate that. And NightFiree, I'm going to throw it back to you to take us on out.
All right, well, goodbye.